Standards identified in these activities have been adopted from the content standards of the national organization for each discipline. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this kindergarten class are learning about spiders. They review the body parts of a spider by using black construction paper, scissors, and glue to create their own spiders. This learning activity integrates Visual Arts Standard Number 2 for kindergarten, which implies that students use visual structures and functions of art to communicate ideas.
Okay, what we're doing, Matthew, is we're making a spider. This will be the abdomen of the spider. Here will be the head. You're going to trace and cut them out and glue them together. Then how many legs does a spider have?
8.
8. So then you're going to fold your 8 legs up and glue them on.
The teacher reads several fiction and nonfiction books about spiders to her students. She also lets the students choose books to read in small groups. By having the students listen to or read the text and follow the pictures of the books, the instructor integrates Language Arts Standard Number 1, which requires that students read a wide range of print texts to build an understanding of texts and to acquire new information. The kindergarten students listen to and understand a variety of texts, which is a component of the core knowledge sequence for language arts for kindergarten.
I love spiders. Raise your hand if you love spiders. Oh, okay. Everyone in here loves spiders. Young spiders, old spiders. I think they're great. Shy spiders, bold spiders. I think they're great. Does anyone remember what kind of web a black widow weaves, Brianni? Do you remember? Lucas? Look at this web. Is it a pretty web?
No, it's a tangled web.
It's a what web, Matthew?
Tangled.
Tangled web. A black widow weaves a tangled web.
The students have created a graph by recording whether or not they like spiders. After the students write their names on the graph under the appropriate column, they count the names to find out the totals for each column. This learning activity integrates Mathematics Standard Number 1, which requires that students understand numbers and operations. As the students interpret simple pictorial graphs and demonstrate their ability to count from 1 to 31, they are fulfilling a requirement from the core knowledge sequence for mathematics for kindergarten.
Okay, and how many people was that? Let's count that, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Who thinks they can come up here and make a 14? Up. Someone's sitting on their bottom. China, come up here and make a 14 for me, please. Make a 14 right there for me. Okay, good. And then under, what is this category? No. What do we have? Heather. And how many is that?
1.
1. Let's see, Tori, can you come up here and put a 1? Okay. Now, hard question. How many do we have all together? If we take all the people that said yes and all the people that said no, how many do we have? I was going to say Matthew till you spoke out. Ralph? 15. Let's count to make sure. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, and who can make a 15 for me? Let's see, Nicholas, you want to make a 15? Make a 15 right here.
The students read the poem Little Miss Muffet together as a class. The teacher then asks the students to read several sight words found in the poem. This activity integrates English Language Arts Standard Number 3 as the students use their word identification strategies and their understanding of textual features such as sound-letter correspondence, context, and graphics. The students recognize common words by sight, which is part of the core knowledge sequence for language arts for kindergarten.
Okay, remember Little Miss Muffet?
Yes. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
This word?
Little, sad,
Oh, I tricked you.
came down and me
The students are studying black widow spiders because black widows are common in Virginia, the students' home state. The teacher has the students locate the state of Virginia on a map. The students' ability to locate the state where they live demonstrates a component of the core knowledge sequence for American history and geography for kindergarten.
Who can come up here and show me where Virginia is? Because we live in Virginia, right, Chaley? Can you show me where Virginia is? Right there. And what's the capital of Virginia?
Richmond.
Okay. What's the state flower? State bird?
Cardinal.
The students identify and discuss the location of the state of Missouri in the United States. This learning activity integrates Social Studies Standard Number 3 for early grades A, which requires students to construct and use mental maps of locales, regions, and the world that demonstrate understanding of relative location, direction, size, and shape. This activity also integrates Social Studies Standard Number 3 for early grade C, which requires the use of appropriate resources, data sources, and geographic tools such as atlases and maps to generate, manipulate, and interpret information.
I think we're Missouri. He found it. Missouri is right there in the middle of the United States. So I'm going to let's put this sticker on here. There's Missouri. Okay. Now, do we say, is Virginia east or west? East. Okay. California's over here in the west. Florida's down here in the south. Y'all are so smart. Let's see. And Montana, that Ralph is what? North. All this blue stuff here is what? Water. Do you remember what ocean's over here? Atlantic Ocean. That's good.
That's a big one.
Okay.
The students are writing a letter that will be sent to a kindergarten class in Missouri via email. The teacher records their ideas about black widow spiders. This learning activity integrates English Language Arts Standard Number 12 as the students use spoken and written language to accomplish their own purposes: learning, enjoyment, and the exchange of information.
China?
They gotta take away.
They have a tangled web. Okay, let's read what we're going to send to Missouri through the email. Okay, ready? Read it.
Black widows are poisonous. Some people are scared of black widows. They make people sick. Sometimes they hide in your shoes. They have a tangled web. Don't touch black widows. Stay away from them. They eat insects.
And what did I forget?
S.
The S. Thank you. You got to keep me on my toes now.
The students label a picture of a spider. By identifying and labeling different body parts of the black widow spiders, the students meet the requirements for Science Standard C1 for grades K through 4, the characteristics of organisms. This activity also integrates English Language Arts Standard Number 6, which requires that students apply knowledge of language structure and language conventions, such as spelling and punctuation, to create print texts. The students identify the letters that represent each sound the teacher emphasizes.
Who can tell me something they see in the picture? Let's see. Aaliyah. Legs. Let's spell legs. La.
L.
So make your L.
Can it be capital?
La.
A.
E. Leg.
G.
G. And then the spider has more than one, so it's legs. S. Okay, and how many legs does a spider have? 8. So I'm just going to put an 8 right beside there.
As they label the picture of a spider, the students also meet a requirement for the core knowledge sequence for language arts for kindergarten. When given prompting with a picture, the students are able to isolate and repeat the initial or final sounds of a one-syllable spoken word.
Body.
A body. What do we call this part of the body?
Stomach.
Stomach. Abdomen.
A.
Ab.
B.
Abdo. Da.
D.
Abdo. O.
O.
Abdom. Abdomen. Abdomen.
The students go outside to take pictures of spiders. The photos will be scanned and included on a web page that shares spider information with another kindergarten class from Missouri. This learning activity integrates Technology Performance Indicator number 9 for grades pre-K through 2, which requires that students use technology resources for problem solving, communication and illustration of thoughts, ideas, and stories. The teacher has developed a website that allows her students to share information about different types of spiders with another kindergarten class from Missouri. The students check the website for pictures and new information posted by the students from Missouri. This activity integrates Technology Performance Indicator number 5 for grades pre-K through 2. The students work cooperatively with peers and others when using technology in the classroom.
Well, here's our spider web page, and we're going to see what Miss Gaines has sent for us today, okay? So we're going to go to Spider Photos. They're kind of slow coming up. There they come. There's our black widow we put on there. See the black widow to show them? That's from us. Now this one, when it comes up, is supposed to be what they're sending us. This garden spider. Let's click on garden spider. There it comes. It says the top photo was taken by a student. Other photos were taken by Mrs. Gaines with captions by the student. So there's a spider. It looks like they have a spider where? In what?
The circle.
Okay, Stephen, can you read that?
This is a garden spider that Miss Gaines' class observed for several days in the classroom.
Okay. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? But you know what? Missouri is not the only place that has those. We have those in Virginia, too. Okay, Ralph, can you read this one?
The garden spider is
Crawling.
crawling on its way up.
The instructor asks her students to reflect on what they have learned about spiders. She encourages them to record their thoughts by writing 1 or 2 sentences in their journals. This activity integrates English Language Arts Standard Number 5, which requires that students employ a wide range of strategies as they write and use different writing process elements appropriately to communicate with different audiences for a variety of purposes. The students are able to write simple words and messages, which is a component of the core knowledge sequence for language arts for kindergarten.
Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to write 1 or 2 sentences about a spider. Anything you want to write. And when you're finished, I want you to read it to me. Okay, write about a spider. Write 1 or 2 sentences. You gonna write something? You thinking first, taking your time. Yeah, take your time and think about what you want to write. So think about the things you've learned about spiders today. Are you finished, Jaylee? Okay, you want to read me your journal?
Spiders, they are cool.
They are cool. Okay. Okay, what'd you write, China?
As a spider in my yard, I like a black widow.
Good job. What do you have, Tori?